Hello, everybody on YouTube, NFL YouTube prognosticators, and NFL fans everywhere. This is Andrew Warren, back once again, and this time I'm here to bring you the NFL wildcard weekend. Yep, the NFL playoffs is finally here. I'm really stoked about it, a little, but unfortunately, I'll tell you my reasons in a minute. What weekend it was for Boston sports teams. Yup. My Bruins got their ass kicked in the NHL Winter Classic. That goes to show you we missed Brad Marchand for that 3 games all because of that stupid trip or whatever that thing that happened in Edmonton. I think it was Ottawa the other night. Then we lost. Brad Marchand for 3 games, so that was done. But ever since when we had that game, we didn't do nothing. Tuukka did nothing. He said that was the worst performance he ever did, which I don't blame him, and pretty much sealed it for the Montreal Canadiens getting the Atlantic in that one. So, at least Chara's still there, but I don't want to rely on Chara right now. Yeah, he's getting old, I think, so... Yeah, but anyways, I think we should be looking at a new captain like Patrice Bergeron maybe coming out. So, anyways, that's how I feel about the Bruins. I don't think they're going to catch up with Montreal with that, unfortunately. After that Winter Classic, that embarrassing loss at Gillette Stadium. So, yeah. And that then comes down to my thoughts for Week 17. I went 11-5. And the Patriots got their ass kicked again against Miami. We always have a struggle with them. Brady had a little sprained injury, so it's nothing major, so thank God. So, I know we've been through a lot with injuries this year. But if Tom Brady went down, that would have been, oh God, right before the playoffs. But anyway, they should have let Garoppolo play a little bit. Just see what he would have done. So, whatever. But... and it's the way the ball bounces. But anyways, where am I right now? I'm 49-88 of the year. So I think that's my highest one since last year, I think. So, but hey, why not? But all for the other games, Buffalo beats the Jets and Pittsburgh beat Cleveland. And that means the Jets are out and the Steelers are in. Thank you, Pittsburgh. Thank you, Buffalo. I do not want the Jets in the playoffs because that would be the last thing I want to see is having to play the New York Jets in the division round. So, oh my God, how bad that would have been. So, jeez. But Denver beating San Diego and still pissed off at them. I still wanted home field advantage, but I didn't think that was going to be the case out of that. So, So I heard Mike McCourty or whatever from San Diego's leaving. Not leaving, he's staying. So, well, and Tom Coughlin resigned, which I knew that was happening. I knew he wasn't going to get fired, so that's why I didn't say he was fired last week. So, yeah, we had some interesting things happen this past week. Then Chip Kelly's gone. Personally, I think he's going to stay in the NFL. I think he's going to go to Tennessee. I think he's really going to go to Tennessee because of after what's going on with Chip Kelly. But to me, what happened to Chip Kelly personally in Philadelphia, I think not only for the NFL coaches, not only you have a boss like the owner of the team, but you work for your players and you work for your fans as well. And in my opinion is, I think he went overconfident of what he was doing. And I think that struggled him a little bit and kind of destroyed himself for that. And personally, I believe coaches who want to do good for your boss and your players and your fans who wanted to do good for them wound up destroying themselves. And I think that's what happened to Chip Kelly right there. Making all these moves, trading Nick Foles and Sam Bradford, excuse me. So I think he kind of end up destroying himself in Philadelphia and that. So actually, I think he'll suit very well with Tennessee, bringing in Mariota to the pitcher. So see how that one rolls out. So I really think it'd be a good fit for Chip Kelly. Let me know what your thoughts on Chip Kelly. What do you think is going to go next? So if you want to read, I like to read your comments on the week. I'll probably read them down below next week when the division round picks are in. So I may do something with that. So yeah. And not only that, Carolina beat the Bucks, and they sealed the number 1 seed, and Arizona gets number 2 as they beat as they lost to Seattle. I believe it's Seattle. Hold on. Yeah, they lost to Seattle, so that didn't turn out the way Arizona wanted, but they still got the number 2 seed. They should have be really proud of themselves for that. So give them a lot of credit. And Minnesota, of all teams, got the NFC North on that Sunday night game, which that surprised me, and that set them back to number 3, setting Green Bay to number 4, and they're playing. And now Green Bay's playing Washington, and the Minnesota's playing Seattle. A rematch for the Minnesota Vikings for a few weeks ago. I think it was. Hold on. I believe it was. Wait, I got my paper right here. I'll check it out. I thought it was week 15. No. I know it was. No. I think it was week 13. Hold on, guys. Oh, that's my playoff paperwork. Believe it was. I thought it was a Sunday night. Wait. I know it was one of the weeks. But I thought it was. Hold on. Yeah, it was week 13. Yeah, that's right. So, anyways, enough of that. Yeah, so it's a rematch for week 13 for the wild card game with the Seattle Seahawks and Minnesota, which I'll get to the NFC in a minute, so in the playoff picture. But that was a good, interesting week for that. Whoop, I turned to the wrong page. So, but anyway, that was a good, interesting week. So for them, so yeah. So I really like that. I thought this was going to be really interesting how they set them up right there. So. And now Denver beating San Diego. They clinched the number 1 seed. Unfortunately, I was hoping we'd get the number 1 seed. We end up choking themselves out of that. So, but hey, now we'll get to the Patriots, my New England Patriots, in a minute. But Cincinnati beating Baltimore, which that was pretty good. And the Colts beating Tennessee, which that didn't help because Houston beat Jacksonville, which were Houston in the playoff picture, and the Colts are out. And this could be Chuck O'Donnell's last game. Could have been last game. I have no idea. So, yeah. And Cleveland's coach, you know what's going on in Cleveland. They fired everybody once again. I'm not going to explain that one. They think they can get all these great coaches and just turning into great NFL head coaching jobs and just go from there. And nope, it keeps getting worse and worse in Cleveland each year. Not only that, their general manager's gone too. No real surprise on that. It's Cleveland. It's a big mess down in Cleveland. That's all I can tell you. Now Johnny Manziel, he was last seen in Vegas before the night for the game against Pittsburgh. Yeah. Cleveland thought they had a great future Hall of Fame quarterback. I don't think that's happening. Another Tim Couch is right there for Cleveland right now. Another bust. And I think that's what I feel about Johnny Manziel. Not approving at all. So, I'm surprised he's lasting longer than I expected in Cleveland. So, yeah, whatever. But, hey, it's Cleveland. What do you want? Anyways, in the 49ers beating the Rams and the Giants beating it was the Eagles beating the Giants. And Chip Kelly's first without Chip Kelly, so yeah, so that's pretty interesting on that. And Washington beating the Cowboys, which I expected that. So I think mostly everybody did. So yeah, I did pretty good. I went 49-88 overall for the year. So I'm gonna do well in the playoffs. So I hope you guys did pretty well. I have no idea what percentage that is. I don't really count all that, but still, it was a good record for me. I can live with that. So 11-5 too, especially to kick off the final week of the year. So I can live all with that. So now we're on to the playoff picture. But first, my YouTube prognosticator shout out for the week, Kevin O'Connor. He's a good guy. He's a funny guy. I think we did a hangout with Matt Combs and Gio Knows at one point a few weeks ago before Christmas, I think. But anyways, we did. But he's a good guy. He does. He did a mock video for all of NFL YouTube prognosticators for last week. So I actually like that. It made me a good smile on my face on that one. So good job, Kevin. You did really good on your NFL YouTube prognosticator video last week. So it's all right. So, but yeah, he's my shout out for the week. Check out his videos. He makes really good picks, interesting picks. So if you want to see more of my picks like I do, he's one of the guys. So tell him I sent you. He's a cool dude. So now I'm going to the NFL playoff picks. First, starting off with the AFC wildcard. The Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. A rematch for the 2005 playoff series. And you all know what happened with that one. The Carson Palmer rule kicked in. He got nailed down in that one. Recovered from that, and Cincinnati plummeted on that one. Everyone had high hopes with Cincinnati for that season in 2005, but they just plummeted when Carson Palmer went down. Yeah. That was sad on that one, so. But I think we're still going to get the same results. I think Pittsburgh's going to win that game. They're on a roll. So I like Pittsburgh beating Cincinnati on this, and I think Marvin Lewis, fired. Goodbye. I think that's going to be his last game in Cincinnati. They're going to call it right then and there for Cincinnati. Go for a new coach from there. But now I hear AJ McCarron's going to start, though. So I'm still picking Pittsburgh on that because Cincinnati hasn't won a playoff game since 1990, I think it was, or 89, I think, something like that. But anyways, I think that drought's going to continue, and I like Pittsburgh winning that game, and I think they're going to move on, and I think they're going to play Denver. So the reason why, because Pittsburgh has they're getting momentum back. Big Ben's getting on a roll. The defense is rolling a little bit. I like how they said on defense. I thought the defense was going to lack a little bit since Troy Polamalu retired last year. So, well, of course, I was wrong. But hey, I like how Pittsburgh is. But I think they're going to still win the game against Cincinnati. And they're going to play Denver the following week in the divisional game. So, I like Pittsburgh. Next, Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City's on the road. And what an incredible run by Kansas City, though. Winning 10 straight games. Going 11-5, capturing the 5th seed, and they're in the playoff hunt. I don't think that's ever happened before. Going, maybe going 1 of 5, I think. 1-5 in the season, and then all of a sudden they win 10 games. I don't think that's ever happened before. That's one of the stories of the year so far for the NFL is Kansas City. So, anyways, I think ever since then, they've been on a roll. That Alex Smith is rolling on the offense, and their defense side of the ball is pretty well. Solid defense. And I think Kansas City is going to pull off a victory on that. Their first big playoff victory since 1995. And I think they're going to take the win over Houston in Houston. And because of that, I think Houston is really good on defense. Lately, offensively, they went to the playoffs with 4 different quarterbacks. 4. Yeah. Brandon Weeden, Ryan Hoyer, Ryan Mallett, and Ryan Fitzpatrick, I believe it was, and they cut him. So, yeah, so then all of a sudden they finally get to the playoffs, their first division title since 2012, I think. I think it was 2012. Yeah, it was something like that, but still, they don't have really much good offense to score touchdowns for them on the offensive side of the ball, and they really need help on the offense a little bit. Maybe get a little protection for Brian Hoyer. But I don't know. Maybe Houston will draft a quarterback in the coming up, which I'll maybe do an NFL draft pick coming up soon, maybe during the offseason. But we'll wait and see. But anyways, that's in the future, but not now. And I think Kansas City's gonna pull this one out, make it make that a victory in there. So I think they're going to win 11 games and are going to go to the division round, face my New England Patriots. Well, hope we get everybody healthy then. So I heard Edelman may be coming back, so we'll go from there. Now on the NFC side, the rematch for Week 13, Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. Honestly, Minnesota's been a likable team so far. They've been impressing me. Gio, you must be very proud of your Vikings right now. I don't blame you. With Bridgewater and Adrian Peterson in the offense, and Russell Wilson, and not just that, they have Marshawn Lynch back. Oh, this is going to be a good game to watch. I'm going to be looking forward to that game. I'll definitely tell you that right now, Gio. I'm going to be watching that game. So that's going to be a great game to watch. But I'll tell you this right now. Now that Marshawn Lynch is back, it's going to be an interesting game, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout like the last time what Seattle did. We're counting on a tough football game on this one. Seattle, they're getting their defense momentum back again. And Minnesota, they're rolling along, stealing the NFC North away from Green Bay last week. You know, honest with you, I think revenge is going to be sweet for Minnesota. I'm picking them over Seattle with this one. I think Seattle's luck runs out in the wild card hunt against Minnesota. So, yeah, I like Minnesota in this one because it may be a revenge game for them, and I think Minnesota's going to pull it out. Next, my next NFC wildcard game. Green Bay versus Washington. Mass Tweeters Redskins. And I'll tell you right now, I like how the Redskins are doing. They're relying on Kirk Cousins. I think Kirk Cousins is the guy for Washington right now. He's the answer for them. I see great futures for this guy. I see great futures for Washington too. So I like my role and my chances with them, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think Green Bay is hungry for a victory right now. They're going to take the frustrations out of Washington, and I think that Green Bay is going to pull this one out. But I think it's going to rely on the defense on Green Bay because Aaron Rodgers and the offense is struggling, which I don't know what's going on with the offensive side of the ball, but I think Green Bay is going to probably pull this one out. I think they're really hungry after last week, and they're going to take it out on Washington. So I like Green Bay in this game just because they have hungry for a victory on that one. So that's my wild card hunt. I'll tell you right now, it's going to be, I'm saying right now, it could be Minnesota versus Arizona. And I think it's going to be Green Bay versus Carolina in the division round. So that's going to be really good to see. I hope you guys have your wild card picks correct. Good luck to all you guys in the wild card game, the first playoff game of the year. We're getting closer to the Super Bowl as time permits. Till then, I hope you guys had a good holiday, a good New Year. I'll see you all in the division round. Once again, big shout out to Kevin O'Connor. Check out his videos. Tell him I sent you. He's a really good guy to watch. So, anyways, I'll see you all in my divisional round game. Till then, good luck to all your wild card picks, and I'll see you next time.